Hey guys, welcome back to another Kanani and Weinman YouTube video. Mr. Biel here, back with you to do another social skills lesson. We're going to be talking today about schedule changes. I don't know how many of you have experienced a change in your day and what that's like. For some people, they love it. They love seeing things change. Other people don't always like it. So we're going to talk about that today, but the first thing I need you to do is to go get a discussion buddy. So I'm going to have you pause the video and get your discussion buddy. All right, well, I hope you are back with your discussion buddy, ready to participate in a good conversation about handling schedule changes. All right, the first thing I want you to talk about with your discussion buddy is, what is a schedule change? What does that even mean? Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, well, I hope you're able to pause the video and talk with your discussion buddy, making maybe a guess or a hypothesis about what a schedule change is, but we're going to get into that. So many people like their days to be predictable. That means they like their days to go in a certain order. First this happens, then this happens, then this happens. People a lot of times like it when their day is like that. This makes them feel safe. It helps them feel calm because their brain knows what's coming next. A lot of people like that. So when a change in the day happens, it can make our brains feel like, oh no, what's going to happen when this new thing comes? I don't know if you watched the video I did before about anxiety or feeling anxious, but sometimes a schedule change can make us feel anxious. So maybe go back and watch that video. That might be helpful as you think about how to handle when things change. So, again, schedules being predictable and having a certain pattern, like first this, then this, then this, really helps a lot of people stay calm. Even Mr. Biel really likes his day to be in a certain order so that I know what's coming. But it's really good for us to learn how to handle changes. So I want you to think about what are changes in the schedule. Again, you did that discussion, and why. Now, why do things change? Go ahead and discuss with your discussion buddy. Why do things change? Okay, well, I hope you're able to have a good discussion about why things change. Now, things change for lots of reasons. So when we're at school, sometimes we know first class, we do math, or we have morning meeting. Then next we do reading. Then next we do music. Then next we do art. Then next we do whatever it's coming. And a lot of times we get used to our schedule. And then sometimes there are things that happen, like the school has an assembly, meaning everybody goes to the gym and there's some kind of an announcement or there's an activity that happens. And that can make us feel anxious or worried, like, oh no, what's going to happen when we go to this change, to this new place or this new activity that I'm not sure what's going to happen. So we need to be able to learn how to handle when changes come. So what I want to ask you is, next thing is, when you have had changes in your day, what feelings do you feel when those changes happen? Pause the video and discuss. Okay, well, I hope you're able to discuss and think about what happens. Sometimes when changes in the schedule happen, we can feel, like I said, anxious. Maybe we can feel angry because we're nervous about what's going to happen. Maybe we feel sad because we like what we were going to do. Maybe you had free choice as a part of your day, and then you found out instead you're going to have to do a test, or you're going to have to do a writing assignment. That can sometimes also make us feel upset because we were looking forward to doing something, but then something else came up instead. But this is the things that happen in life. You can even ask your moms and dads. Sometimes they will be at work and their boss, they knew that they were going to do something, and then their boss says, oops, I need you to try something different. And that can be a change, and it's really important that we learn how to handle that when changes come. So, I want to ask you not only what feelings that you have, but what do you think you should do when changes come? Pause the video and discuss. Okay, well, I hope you're able to think about what you should do when you have a change in your schedule. So, unfortunately, again, there are times when things change in our routine, and it's okay to have feelings that might be upset, but we can't let our feelings cause us or control us and make us do things that are unsafe. So we need to make sure that if we have a strong feeling, like we start to feel our heartbeat fast, or we start to get a headache, or we start to get really intense, or we get worried, that we don't start yelling or getting angry or hitting or anything that's unsafe, or we don't start getting mad at other people or blaming them for the change. Instead, we need to come up with a plan for how we're going to stay calm. How can we accept the change? How can we use a calming strategy to stay calm when we feel the change coming? So, that's the next plan. That's the next step. I want you to pause the video and come up with a plan, like maybe a 5-step plan of what you're going to do first, next, and next to help yourself stay calm when the change comes. Go ahead and pause the video. Alright, well, I hope you're able to pause the video and come up with a plan for how to stay calm when a change comes. So here's what I'm going to recommend, and we'll see if the plan you came up with is similar to the one I'm going to teach you about. Okay, what we always do is when we start to feel upset. So let's say you are planning to have free choice, but your teacher says, okay, before you guys have free choice, we're going to have you do a 2-minute journal. And you're someone that doesn't like handwriting and you wanted your free choice. Oh, now you're starting to have a strong feeling. What should you do? First thing, raise your hand and ask to take a break. Okay? First thing is always to take a break. Maybe it's even best just to go there on your own. Walk over to take a break. And when you're in there, then what are you going to do? You're not going to stay and take a break and start hitting or throwing things. No, instead you're going to take a break and you're going to take some deep breaths, slow breaths. Maybe you're going to use 5-fingered breathing. Maybe in my room we also have a square that we breathe in one line and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And it's square breathing where you can move your finger around a square and trace it. Maybe you can do a little finger maze to calm yourself down for a minute. The biggest thing is we put ourselves in the take a break and we try to get ourselves calm, and then we use self-talk and we say things like, changes sometimes happen, I will be okay. Or, even though I don't want to do this, I still get to have free choice. Or you just tell yourself, first I'm going to do my work, then I get free choice. And now here's the thing. We can't just use self-talk one time. We have to say it over and over and over again. Why? Why do we say it over again? So that we teach our brain to remember what is true. Because if you let your emotions and your strong feelings control you, you're going to go back to the situation and get mad again. So we need to go out of the situation, start calming down using deep breaths and positive self-talk so that we can handle the change that's coming. Okay, I hope that was similar to your plan. But if you have any other ideas, make sure you write them down and we can discuss them at a different time. Okay, so remember, changes happen. Sometimes the day won't always stay the exact same. So the best way to handle that is using taking a break, self-talk, and deep breaths, okay? Make sure that you do that, and if you have to do it more than once, go ahead, but make sure that you do that so that you can handle when changes come. All right. I sure miss you guys, and I hope that you're having a good day learning at home today, and I hope to see you very soon. Goodbye now.